Good morning once again. Good morning again. We are back again with our Monday insurance knowledge. Okay, so my name is Lydia Tetolet. I work for a company called Precise Protect. And Precise Protect, we are governed and regulated by Financial Conduct Authority. And you can get our website is www. In fact, I'll put it down there so you can just check us out if you're in doubt. And my number is also there as well. For anything, you can always call me for clarification, or if you want to take insurance as well, you can call me. Now, when my videos go out, I get a lot of phone calls from other continents, Africa, Europe, but I only work for UK. So I just want to put this out so that you don't waste your time calling me and telling me, oh, I want insurance. I only work in the UK. But whatever I talk about or whatever I teach every Monday it cuts across. So it's everywhere, because every single person, wherever you are, whatever continent you're in or country you're in, you need a form of insurance. Okay. So today, in the past, we've spoken about trust and will, and I've advised you guys how important it is to have trust in place, especially if you have a policy. It's very important to put your policy in trust. Otherwise, if anything was to happen to you, and that's why you see that some insurance takes forever to pay. They take 6 months, 6 months, 1 year, depending with how big your estate is. It has to pass through probate. By the time all that process is done, it takes time. But if your policy is in trust, it's a quick process. It's a quick process, and your beneficiaries will get exactly what you wanted them to get. So guys, it's very important to have your insurance in trust. If you're not sure if your insurance is in trust, please call me, get in touch with me, and I will help you. Okay, I'll help you find out if your insurance is in trust. And also will, we've spoken about will as well. It's very important to have a will. Very important to have a will, especially for the couples that have separated. If you're separated and you're not divorced, and anything was to happen to you, your property will go automatically to the other person. Or even if you have children at the age of 17 and you don't have a will, and anything was to happen to you, your children will automatically go to the other person. The other person will be given the children. Please, if you want to write a will, if you want to know more about will, I have somebody, my company doesn't deal with will, but I have somebody who deals with will, and she's a professional lawyer who will help you in terms of will. We also spoke about inheritance tax. Now, I'm sure, especially people who have estates out there, you know that if your estate is more than £325,000, you are entitled to pay the inheritance tax. Now, there's how you can avoid it. There's things that you can do to avoid it. So again, if you want to know more about inheritance tax, please contact me and I'll go through it with you. And then last week on Monday, we spoke about life insurance. So life insurance, we broke it down into small doses, because I know sometimes, like I always say, we don't take insurance not because we're ignorant, but it's because we don't understand. And that's why I've decided to break this into small doses so that we can understand. So last week we spoke about life insurance. So if you still want to know more about life insurance, my name is Lydia Tetolet. So you can always go and listen to it again. Okay, so that's life insurance, and we broke it down into small doses. Today we're going to talk about terminal illness and critical illness. These two things, people confuse them totally. I've sent there's a note that I sent out today, a document that I sent out today about terminal illness. And if you've not seen it, that's fine. You can hear me explain it here today. But whatever happened to that guy who did not have the terminal illness, and I know it's somebody, and the reason why I send that today, so that tomorrow by the time I'm sending the video, if anybody's interested to read it, to read the article and then listen to what I'm saying, is because that person was from a different community. So it's not from our community. It's not from a black community where you can say, oh, this is just another black person trying to lie to us. No, it's from a different community. So this thing happens to every single person across the board. It doesn't matter your gender. It doesn't matter your ethnicity. So we, and I'm begging, especially our people, please protect yourself. Protect your loved ones. Protect your family. Cover yourself. Insurance is not that expensive that people think, oh, but I'm going to pay £100 a month. I don't have it. Probably you have it, but you're thinking insurance is not priority, or probably you don't and you're looking for something cheaper. Insurance is all about affordability. We can tailor suit your policy according to your needs and your affordability. So please get in touch. Now let's talk about terminal illness. Somebody has been diagnosed with a terminal illness and they think, oh my God, I have insurance, so I'm going to get paid. Now, how insurance defines terminal illness, and this is where people get confused between terminal illness and critical illness. These two are totally separate. So the article I sent, you can see the man made a mistake because he thought he had critical illness, but actually he had terminal illness. So how they define terminal illness is you have to die within 12 months. So if you've been diagnosed with the terminal illness and the doctor say, oh, so-and-so, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, I'm sorry, but you only have 1 year to live. That is terminal illness. So that means that your life insurance that you took out, whether it's 500,000, whether it's 1 million, whether it's whatever amount you took, is all going to be paid out. If you've been diagnosed with a terminal illness, meaning you have to die within a year, within 12 months. Now, if the doctor says, I don't know, and the doctor doesn't give you the time frame for you passing on, because you know the doctors do, they always say you have 3 months, you have 6 months, you have whatever months, God forbid, but these things do happen. So we have to live in a reality world rather than pretense. So if the doctor says you have this months to live and it's within 12 months, then that means you're terminal illness. You are terminal because you're going to die within 1 year. So the insurance money is going to be paid. Now, you've been diagnosed, according to you, with a terminal illness. But this terminal illness, you're not going to die within 1 year. That means payment is not going to be done. No payment unless you had a critical illness. Because if you're going to survive 1 year, that means, according to insurance, you don't have a terminal illness. You have a critical illness. If you did not take critical illness, that's it, my friend. No payment will be done. Why do a lot of people bypass critical illness? Critical illness, for one, I'll tell you, it's very expensive. Okay? It is an expensive policy to have. Why is it expensive? Because it's been proven that from now to 20 years from now, most people that we know are going to be diagnosed with a critical illness than death. Even you, where you are right now, you know more people. In my estate where I live, I know more people who have suffered with critical illness, who've been diagnosed with critical illness, and than death, than the people who have died. In just my state where I live, more people have been diagnosed with critical illness. That's why critical illness is expensive, because more people get critical illness than death. The only thing is, we don't know who is who. We don't know who is going to get critical illness first. We don't know who is going to die first. But death is something that every single person on this planet is going to pass through. We're all going to die at some point, but we're not all going to get critical illness. So why is critical illness expensive? Someone will say, if we're all going to die, but we're not all going to get critical illness, so why is it expensive? It's because the years they give you, because when you're taking life insurance, like I said last time, life insurance is called insurance because it has a term. So they give you a term of 20 years. So within 20 years, you're more likely to probably have a critical illness than death. So after 20 years, the insurance has expired. So they didn't pay you because you're still alive. You didn't die. So that's why critical is more expensive than life insurance. Okay? So critical illness and terminal illness are totally different policies. Don't ever confuse this. I call a lot of my clients. I can tell you 90%, even somebody watching this will start laughing because they know that was them. I call them and I say, they say, oh, I have life insurance. I say, okay, do you have critical? Yes, I have critical. Okay, how much are you paying for your insurance? They say, oh, I'm paying £30. You don't have critical illness. You cannot have critical illness and pay £30. And you're at the age of 40, after you're the age of 40 and above, or even 30 and above, and then you tell me you have a critical illness for 80K or 100K for up to the age of 75 and you're paying £30. That is not true. You don't have critical illness. So if that's you right now, go and check the policies that you have. If you have insurance already and you're thinking that, wow, I have critical illness because they told you terminal, and to you, terminal, critical, you think it's the same. It's not the same. These two are totally different things. So if you have insurance right now, please go and get your documents, check it out. And if you're paying probably less than £50, I can probably just say you don't have critical illness. And you're telling me that your critical illness is more than 100K. You don't have critical illness. Unless your critical illness is 20K or just 30K, and then you have your life insurance, then maybe yes. But if you're paying £20 or 25, there's more likely chances that you don't have a critical illness. So guys, just go and get your documents out and check if you have critical or you have terminal. And then if you feel like I want to have a critical illness, if you think terminal illness is fine, that's fine. You don't have to call me. But if you want me to help you check your document and you're thinking, oh no, I want critical illness, especially people with mortgages. You have a mortgage and you don't have critical illness.